How's it going, guys? We are back on a video here, and this video is going to be predicting the next event on Friday. So I'm going to kind of do a little bit of a blast from the past here, kind of look all the way back to actually NHL 21 and see what events were going on in the month of November during those years. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. If you do, please leave a like, subscribe if you have not already, and let's see what we could potentially be getting this Friday. So looking back at NHL 21 here, 2 years ago with a dynamic duo event, volume 2, whatever you want to call it, 2.0. This came out November 6th, so it's very close to around now. The event will be coming out on the 3rd here, and again, very exciting for sure. Very exciting this event was. I mean, the dynamic duo was very cool. Looking at some of these cards here, you got the Daniel Sedin, you got the Sedin brothers, right? You had Ekholm and Yossi, Barakov and Ekblad. Those cards are just so good too. Like, they were actually so good. And I'm not sure if you guys remember at this time, actually, they had special like 91 overall versions of each card too. Like, they had like again, like these are all 90s, right? But there was 91s as well, but like only in packs or whatever. Like, you couldn't make them. It was kind of like a unique thing, really, which is really cool looking back if you actually think about it. Then you had the other, like the event cards. Whoever that Eric Lindros card, that card was sick. And Leclerc, McAvoy, Grzelcyk, that Korpisalo, Merzlikins. But I remember that Matthews card was nuts too. They had Howitzer, if you guys remember that synergy. Howitzer, Matthew Tkachuk and Mangiapane, Shea Theodore and Pietrangelo. I believe that Pietrangelo was actually pretty nuts too. But yeah, I mean, that was a very cool event looking back at it. I really did enjoy it. Those are some of the sets here. If you look at it, they had a different way of doing it here as well. You could actually trade in base Horvat and JT Miller and 2 gold. You got Bertuzzi and Brendan Morris, and definitely funny idea there. But you know, one thing I actually really do miss, I gotta say, is here's what I'm talking about. Here's the MSPs. You know what I really do miss though, guys, is the fact that you could pretty much open the store pack to get like a guaranteed event card. So like, you see this Lindros card. So he had 86 speed, which is, you know, I'm pretty sure they actually have like another synergy. You can make him even faster. But just looking back, like, there were just so many like cool things about the event. I feel like in 21, I feel like they should try to bring it back. I don't know, just not sure if that's something that's, you know, is a thing, but it would certainly be nice. And yeah, I remember actually I pulled this Lindros. Let's go back to this and actually play the audio here. You guys can listen in. Tuesday, Anderson. You know, bang! Let's go! Let's go! Lindros! W! Is that a W or what? Let's go, Lindros! Here we are. There's wait, what? What pack? Let's go! Yeah, big W's all around. I mean, just good times, really. I got Crosby too. I mean, that's crazy. What a pack. But yeah, no, it was fun. Dynamic Duo was a good one. Could it come back? I could see it. I could see Dynamic Duos coming back. I mean, that's not like a crazy concept. I mean, it's November. There's really nothing they kind of have to do this month, right? So I could see Dynamic Duo. Do you guys think Dynamic Duo is a possibility to come back? I think it definitely could. NHL 21 in late November, we actually had the Franchise Greats event. Who remembers that, guys? Who remembers the Frosted Flakes event? I mean, that is just funny stuff. So it was called Franchise Greats. They had Ginla, Koivu, Brodeur, and Drew Doughty in week 1. Whoever's that Crosby and that Gabrick, those cards went for so much. I remember it was actually really cool how they did that. But yeah, that was a fun event actually too. Looking back, it was, I believe, a 2-week event. Usually they are. And yeah, again, they were 90. Yeah, you can get the 91 overall elite master items as well. Those were I believe. I guess you could make them too, but I thought they were only in packs. But anyway, that's when they did weekly challenges. Those were so bad looking back if you think about it. But anyway, you have the packs here in the store. And again, this 85K pack where you get a guaranteed event player. Like, you could get that Crosby. You could get that Gabrick. I mean, to me, that was a big W. I think they should definitely go back to that. I really do. I mean, I feel like that was a good thing they used to do, and to me it's a smart thing they should go back to doing. So hopefully they do at some point. But yeah, that was a funny event, honestly, if you really think about it looking back. So 14 days. Yeah, that was a whole goal collectible system, if you guys remember that. That was, you know, funny times for sure. But yeah, I mean, it was a good event. I liked it. I mean, there were good cards as well. I remember I had that Ginla on my card for a while. Brodeur, I think I got end of the year just for like my all-time Devils team as well. But the cards were good. It was a fun event overall. It really was to me. So we'll see. I mean, are they gonna bring back another like collab event? I feel like this I don't think is gonna come back, but it's kind of fun to look back regardless. But I don't think they're gonna do this. I feel like Dynamic Duo would be more likely than Franchise Greats, at least. I don't know what you guys think, but I feel like it wouldn't really be this event. But look at that Gabrick. Oh, that was just sick looking back. It really was. Then we got NHL 22, guys, which was the under 22 event. So this came out November 19th. Again, the other event was fantasy hockey, actually. It was earlier on in the month. So this could not, obviously, this is kind of like the earliest it would be, right? But you got the 22 under 22. Now, what an event that was. So basically, it was, look at that, Bedard, NHL 22. It's crazy. But all the best players basically in hockey that are under 22 essentially, right? So there's 22 cards, then they were all under 22 years of age. So you had your Stutzla, you had your Svechnikov, you had Bedard, here's some other cards, you had Dahlin, Doc, you had Boquist, Byram, Wallstrom, you had that Turcotte, that's unfortunate, he really just never worked out, did he? Zegras, Spencer Knight as well. It was a cool event, Bedard, as I mentioned. It was just a really cool event. I really think they should try to pull this one off again. I really say, oh, look at that, 19 McDavid. But that was a good event. The problem is now, it's like it made a lot more sense for NHL 22, right? Because 22 under 22, they're gonna have a 24 under 24. I mean, they could. But I mean, I feel like it's maybe a little bit pushing it now because they didn't have a 23 under 23, right? I feel like that's kind of like the cap. Now it's like these guys are like, they're not like young anymore. I mean, making me feel old too. I'm 24, but I don't think it'd be. I don't know. I just couldn't see it personally. It'd be cool, but I don't think it's going to really be a more realistic one. I mean, it just seems that once you get to 24 under 24, that just seems a bit of a stretch, right? But it was a really fun event. Look at these cards, dude. They were really good, too, if you actually look at them. I believe, yeah, look at that. 92 overall, 94 speed on Bedard with Fly the Zone. That's actually crazy. These cards were good. They really were. I remember the Devils I think they had two players, Hughes and Ty Smith, I believe. But these were good cards. They really were. Kirby Doc was not even that bad either. 91 speed, 6'4". I mean, that's sick. Even Dahlin. These are all good cards. Let's be real. And I'm pretty sure they did not cost a crazy amount of collectibles either. I'm pretty sure you could actually just like kind of earn them through the objectives as well. So it was a really good event. Yeah, that was Turcotte, what I thought. But I don't know. What do you guys think? There could be another like kind of like young event, I guess, but not really. 24 is kind of not that young anymore, but 24 into 24, what do you guys think? I mean, again, so far the most realistic one I think is Dynamic Duos that could come back, but again, just what do you guys think? So that was kind of it for NHL 23. Now we got Milestone, NHL 22, sorry, Milestones NHL 23 here. Again, is that the next one? I mean, we'll see. It's again around here in November. Believe they had some other like events here. Again, the game came out late last year, so I think they had Evo still going on at this time until this. So I believe Evo was like very late in October, and then pretty much it took you all the way up to the Milestone event. So Milestone, and this is week 2. It doesn't really matter. You know, here actually week 1 was actually the 10th. So yeah, I believe because the game came out a little bit later this year, right? So, or actually that year and earlier this year, so that's why it's a little bit different. But anyway, the new Milestone event came out the 10th. Milestone, it actually could be a thing. And the reason why I think Milestone could certainly be a thing is because we actually just received Milestone cards in NHL 24 today, or actually yesterday now. So that could certainly be a thing. And here is what the event looked like though. So you had, basically they had found all new Milestone watch cards. So, for example, the Kessel card, right? So they gave him an 83, and once Kessel broke the record for most games played in a row, they actually would upgrade his card to an 89 overall version. So then they just had MSPs the rest of the way, right? So it was a Benajad for whatever amount. They had 6 points, I guess, or goals, whatever it was. Then Waugh, Ekman Larson, and Hillary Knight. And then, yeah, you like other cards that could, like, I believe, upgrade, right? So, yeah, for example, so, like, Jamie Benn, once he had 1,000 games played, he'd be up to an 89. Edler, same thing, to be up to an 89 overall. Some of those cards took a long time to upgrade, though, which really was a little bit bizarre. But anyway, it was a cool event. I mean, I didn't hate on it. I mean, it was solid for the most part. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, it was an alright event. Looking back, I mean, the MSPs were pretty decent, but yeah, it was okay. I mean, I wasn't too crazy about this event last year. I wouldn't love it, honestly. I mean, that Crosby was good for sure, but I don't know. I'm not like a huge. That was cool how they did that actually too. Birds on forward, but I'm not really crazy about. that event for sure. for the most part. Like, it's cool, but it's really not that unique in my opinion. So as I mentioned, guys, the milestone cards are out right now in NHL 24. You see that Thornton, that Plekanec, that Cassian. So they do have the card art in the game. So does that mean we're going to be getting milestones on Friday as the event? It's possible. It is certainly possible. Hopefully it's not, honestly. I kind of don't want it to be. Realistically, what I want is a dynamic duos. I think it'll be milestones. I mean, if I had to make a prediction, it'd probably be the milestones. I hope it's not, but I think milestones would probably be what it is. Dynamic duo is what I'd like for sure. But what do you guys think? What do you think the event's going to be on Friday? I mean, I'm curious what you guys think. Please comment down below what you want to see and what you think it's going to be. And that's pretty much it for me now, guys. So hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please make sure you do leave a like, subscribe if you have not already, and follow me on Twitch, Henreek, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and you get 3 E's. And join our Discord, talk to me, follow and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys all in the next video.